So today I want us to have a conversation on feeding your mind. I'm bringing this concept based on the ideas of taking care of your mind. So the mind can be looked at as a complex organ in the body, meaning it works similarly to a computer. Whatever is in our mind, most of the time we feed it into our mind. The same way you cannot get any information from a computer without it being fed into the computer. And we feed our minds in different ways. We feed our minds through what we see, through what we hear, through the things that we perceive. They end up becoming thoughts and ideas in our minds. So why do I want us to talk about feeding our minds? Because in this period of self-quarantine and social distancing, there's a danger of putting our minds at risk by what we feed our minds. Because as I've mentioned before, and I've said this over and over again, there's so much negativity outside there. And it could be even around us. And the more we consume it, the more it affects our perception, the more it affects our way of being. I know I sound a bit vague when I talk about this, but let me just still use the analogy of a computer. There's this concept of garbage in, garbage out. So whatever we consume, whatever we feed into our mind is mostly what we give out. And you see, if you're always feeding on negativity, if you're always feeding on bad news, if you're always feeding on destructive thoughts, if you're always feeding on hopelessness, then this becomes your reality. This becomes the things that you give out. You become a negative person. You become a difficult person. You become a hopeless person, mostly because of what came into your mind. I'm not an expert on how the brain works. I'm just giving my perspective on how we tend to corrupt our computer, which is our mind. So how best can you feed your mind? You feed your mind by being conscious of what you consume. For starters, be conscious of what you consume coming from the media. If you want to be always worried, consume everything that you see on the media. You have a choice to switch off. You have a choice to switch channels. You have a choice to decide, I am not going to listen to this. It is up to you to uptake and choose what goes into your mind. You have a choice to choose what to read. You have a choice to choose who to associate with. Because most of the time we have those friends who are always spilling doom. Those kind of friends, when you talk to them, you're like, oh my God, not again. I don't want to listen to this. This is too much for me to handle. You have a choice to say, not today. I'm not willing to listen to you. So train yourself to feed your mind with things that make you feel good about yourself. Feed your mind with things that make you happy. Feed your mind with things that bring you satisfaction. It is all upon you to choose. If you want to become mentally healthy, then be keen on what you consume, and what you feed your mind. Yeah, that has been our conversation. It's simple and basic as feed your mind with the right diet for yourself. It's up to you to decide what is right for me and choose for yourself. Whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you joy, then choose that to feed your mind. That has been our conversation today, and I've been your girl, Tabby. Let's stay engaged. Talk to us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Decent Conversation, and we have a blog, www.decentconversations.blogspot. Talk to us. we are ready to hear from you. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, let's keep talking, let's keep engaged. Drop us a comment so that we hear what your opinions and thoughts are on this conversation. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye bye.